Hi everybody, it's Miss Debbie again. Today we have something very fun to talk about. We're going to learn about dinosaurs today. Oh, I like dinosaurs. But first, before we get started, we need to sing our song. So let me get my auto harp and you guys get your fingers together so that we can sing. Are you ready? Here we go. Good job, guys. I hope you sang along with me. All right. Well, let's learn something about dinosaurs. Do you know that there are over 700 different types of dinosaurs? And that they lived a long time ago, like 65 to 70 million years ago. Dinosaurs were all different sizes. Let me show you some pictures. Look at this one. This one's so big, it can't even fit in the picture. It's so tall. This is a Mamenchisaurus. Look at that. You know dinosaurs could get to be as big as a half of a football field? Wow. Also, dinosaurs could be pretty tall. They could be as tall as your house. Here's a dinosaur that was pretty tall. I bet you know which one this is. What is that? You're right. That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex or T-Rex. Look at those little hands. We can tell by them. Dinosaurs ate all kinds of different things too. This guy was a meat eater. Look at those teeth. He ate meat. But other dinosaurs ate plants. This is one of the dinosaurs that ate plants. Do you know what type of dinosaur this is? You're right. It's a Stegosaurus. We can tell it's a Stegosaurus from its bony plates and its little horns on his tail. But look at that little head. And his teeth aren't very big. Stegosauruses ate plants. Here's also another plant eater. Do you see what this one is? It's a Triceratops. It has 3 horns on its head. You know, these horns can be almost as tall as mommy. That's pretty big. But they were also a plant eater. Some dinosaurs ate plants, and some dinosaurs ate both plants and meat, and some dinosaurs ate meat. Do you know they could live, some of them, to be over 300 years old? I had no idea. But all the dinosaurs did lay eggs. Do you know of any other animal that lays eggs? Let's think for a minute. Ooh, you know, you may have had eggs for breakfast. And you won't know where those eggs come from. They come from chickens. So chickens and birds lay eggs. But you know also snakes and lizards and turtles, they also lay eggs, reptiles. And dinosaurs, kind of reptiles and birds are kind of descended from dinosaurs. Well, I want to do a rhyme with you right now. And we're going to do something about dinosaurs. And it goes like this. Dinosaurs lived long ago. Some walked. Can you move your feet back and forth? Let's walk. Some swam. Let's do some swimming. And some flew. You know, flap your arms. Some were big. And some were small. Some were gigantic. And some were very tall. Can we do that again? Okay, you ready? Here we go. Dinosaurs lived long ago. Some walked, stomp your feet, back and forth, make loud dinosaur noises. And some swam. Can we swim? Swim. Some flew, you know. Flap your arms and fly. Some were big, and some were small. Some were gigantic, and some very, very, very tall. Good job, guys. Hi, I want to tell you a story about a little bird, and this little bird's name was William. William lived way out west on a tall, tall mountain on the top of a cliff. And William loved living out west on that cliff. He could see for miles around. He could fly, he'd swoop down, he'd play all kinds of flying games. He'd go out and find plenty of food. He was one happy little bird. Well, one day while he was out flying around, he thought, wouldn't this be fun if I had another bird to fly with me? So, William thought, what can I do to get a friend to be with me? So, what do you think William could do? Let's think about it for a minute. William was thinking too, and he thought, and finally he said, oh, I know, if I sing the most beautiful song that I know, another bird will come. And that's exactly what William did. He sang the most beautiful song he thought of, and he sang as loud as he could, but still, no bird. So he thought about it again. What else might I do? Do you have any other ideas that William could do? Did any of you say to make a nest, to make a home? Because that's what William thought he was should do. So William made a nest, a beautiful nest. And he waited, and he waited. One day while he was out getting some food, he came back, and there on the nest was another bird. Bird's name is Warble. William and Warble became the best of friends. They flew together, they played together, they ate together, they did everything together. They were two very happy little birds. As time went on, they thought, you know, what would really make us very happy was if we had a baby bird to take care of. Well, if you have a nest, what do you need in your nest to have a baby bird? Did any of you say an egg? Because that is exactly what they needed. And they waited. But the nest stayed empty. There was no egg in the nest. They were off playing and eating. And when they came back one day, there was an egg in their nest. They had no idea where that egg came from, but if you're a bird and you find an egg in your nest, what do you need to do? You need to take care of it. And that's exactly what they did. They took turns sitting on that egg. They took turns making sure that egg was warm, and they moved it around a little bit to keep it nice and cozy and safe. One day, though, after a few weeks had passed, that egg started to shake. That egg started to move. That egg started to roll around in that nest. Now, where did we say that egg and the nest was? Way high up on that cliff. And they were getting so worried because that egg was rolling and rolling around, and they didn't want it to fall way down to the ground, but it got so close to the edge that it did fall down. Can you see? Let's make it so we can see. There we go. That's better. Oops. There we go. That egg hit the ground. William and Warble looked down and said, "Is it okay?" Well, William said, "Let's fly down and see. There's a trees nearby." So they flew down to the tree. And they looked at that egg. And they said, "I think it's okay, but I see a crack." Because they saw a crack. And then all of a sudden, a little hole came in that egg. And William said, "What is that?" Warble said, "I don't know. We better go down and see." So they flew down, and landing and said, "Oh, it's upside down." And they flipped the egg over. And what did they see? It was a dinosaur. It wasn't a bird that was in there. We heard that dinosaurs lay eggs, and there was a dinosaur egg that ended up in their nest. Well, it was still their baby, and they took care of it very good. They made sure it was fed. They gave it love. And that dinosaur grew so tall that it could actually come and visit them way high up on that cliff. They had no idea that was going to be a dinosaur, but they were very happy, and they lived happily together. I have a song for us to do, but I'm going to need your help because you're going to need to help me pick out where we're going to go with the song. So let's get started, and you'll understand when we get moving. And it goes like this. One dinosaur went out to play in a... Now, here's where we're going to need your help. I have some choices. Do you know what that is? It's a swamp. I have a swamp. Dinosaurs like swamp. Oh, but look at that. It's a baseball game. What is that? That's a water park. That looks like a lot of fun. And it's always fun to go to a playground to play. But this is one of my favorites. What is this? You're right. It's a library. So let's start our song again and see which ones. I'm going to pick one without looking at it, and we'll see if that's the one you chose to. Here we go. One dinosaur went out to play in a... Did you pick it? Water park one day. She had such enormous fun that she called for another dinosaur to come. Okay, I'm going to need your help with calling for the dinosaur. Put your fingers together and go, "Oh, dinosaur." Then hit your legs. Here they come running. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Good. All right, we have one. Now we will have two dinosaurs went out to play in a, let's see which one we pick. In a, whoop, it's upside down. Playground one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another dinosaur to come. Get ready, let's call for a dinosaur. Here we go. Oh, dinosaur. Here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come. Good job. 1, 2, 3. 3 dinosaurs went out to play in a... I got a few more left. Let's pick this one. At a baseball game. At a baseball game one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another dinosaur to come. Ready? Put your hands up. Here we go. Oh, dinosaur. Here, run. Make it running. Okay. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dinosaurs went out to play in a... Oop. Get to pick one more. Let's pick... Did you say swamp? It's the swamp picture. In a smelly swamp one day, they had such enormous fun that they called for another dinosaur to come. Get your hands ready, let's call. Oh, dinosaur. Here they come running. Run, 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 run. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So 5 dinosaurs went out to play in a, do you remember the only one I have left? It's the library. In a library one day, they had such enormous fun that they played and they read till the day was done. Good job, guys. Thanks for helping me with that. Those dinosaurs have a good time playing together. I want to do one more thing with us before we go. I want to show you how to make a dinosaur using a toilet paper tube. Just a regular toilet paper tube. You probably have these around the house. There is a website that shows how to do it, and we'll post that on the Facebook link. But I want to show you some of the ones that I made. I made this one. Look at that. Isn't he cool? I also made this one. Yeah. Once you make them, then you could color them. Just get some markers or some crayons and you could color them. But I want to show you first how I made this one. I took a toilet paper tube and I smushed it and then I drew an outline on it. And it will show you how to do this on the website. And then get some scissors and you just cut along the lines that you drew. You might need to get Mom or Dad to help you with the cutting. But you could help draw the lines and you could definitely color it once it's done. Okay, I've got that part cut out. Now I'm going to cut out the other. Almost there. And one more little snip. And we're done. Does that look like a dinosaur to you? Doesn't to me. Let's open it up. Okay. Up, look, there's his feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to bend his head down. Like that. And bend the tail. Like that. And I have another dinosaur. And now I can color it and decorate it and have some fun playing with it. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun learning about dinosaurs. So, before we go though, we need to sing our song. So if you can get your fingers together, we'll be ready to go. You ready? Here we go. Everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you soon. Bye.